Hello everybody, and welcome back to some FTB Evolution. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, technically, this is, really episode 1 here. So we're gonna be getting started today. I have done a little bit of work. Nothing major, because why would I do that? I went around. You can see some torches. I've gone down into here, cleaned out some of the ores. Was just kind of doing some surface mining. I still haven't figured out what this is. We're going to have to find that out. I done some surface mining around here. We had that. Was these guys here. And if we come over yonder here, this may get us to it. I didn't go all the way in here. No, but I do need to come through and clean this up. Well, this is not the spot. We'll put a torch on the surface. Oh, this way. Yeah. We have us one of them there fancy mine shafts. So we've got that to look at. There is a house over yonder there we need to look at. But yeah, that's kind of it. I made a few furnaces. I do have a couple of quests that we need to complete getting started. I missed that one. Maybe. No, I think I've been down in there, but it was through another spot. Alright, anyways, let's get going. First off, getting started. We got wood. I think we actually done that to begin with. Torches, all that. Did I get? I didn't get a heart. We got soup, which is great. This grass is going to have to go. It aggravates me to death. We got this bee. I don't know where his hive is. Right there. Awesome. So that means we've got one there. I also have a bee. You see those guys? There is a bee, that torch right there. There is a nest right there. So we've got a couple bees to get started with. Anyways, wooden pickaxe. Made a chest. Stone Age. That gives us a skill point in mining. And we need our iron ingot, which I have iron right there. We got some iron. We got a bunch of copper. I got a little bit of tin. Some seeds I've picked up along the way. This is all stuff that I've gotten off the beach. And that's what I got out of our little mining excursions. I didn't go very far. So, anyways. Oh, we got 2 of those. Can those don't... Oh, you can do that. I didn't know you could do that. See, quest completed. Play for 1 hour. So I haven't played very long. Alright, so that is all squared away and good. We've got us our bed made. And that has us just about caught up. That's the play for... Oh. I don't know what I just did. I clicked too fast. Shulker Talisman. We'll have to figure out what that is. And then we got one more quest down here for Oratech because we got nickel. I love getting food for quests because that means I don't have to do food myself. So that can go up. We'll eat the chicken soup for now. This stuff can all go in here. Let's figure out the talisman. What does this say? It doesn't do us any good because we don't have to worry about any shulkers for the moment. And we got a box of magical goods, and that's arcane essence, which doesn't do us any good right now. Alright, so let's get going here. If we go back up here to our getting started quest line, we got this guy right here. That gives us a pre-built starter house. We'll go with number 1 because we're number 1. And I don't have any clue where I want to build this thing. But right here seems like a pretty good spot. Failed to unload yurt. sufficient clearance. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna have to clear out all this. Nope, there is. Yeah, there's stuff. How big is this? 9 by 9 by 9. Okay. Well, let me find us a spot. Alright, well, I got it. Finally. So there we go. Nice little house. It's got a bed. We got bookshelves. There's bamboo shelves. We've got a stove. We got some cabinets. We got a basket. But that's really all we got. I was hoping maybe we'd have a way of going up and down. I guess that is not to be the case. But we do have us another nice little house. I just need to fix that. Alright. So now that we've got that done, this wants us to do the jumbo furnace, which is build a 3x3 of 3 of furnaces. Allows multiple recipes to be processed at the same time. It can be, we don't have to worry about that. But we do have a bunch of other stuff that we need. We'll go ahead and do that, because I do need to get a better supply of... I put everything up. Let's get rid of all this. Wait, do we still have another house? Can I just walk around and make houses? That didn't make a house. That did make a mess, though. Oh well. That doesn't need to go in there. I need this, and let's get us our pickaxe. Beautiful. You learned how to draw a pickaxe with chalk. I have no idea what that is from. Okay. Anyways. So that gives us a loot crate. Let's get a chaos box. We got a cake. There we go. That can go up. We'll hold on to that for just a moment, and we'll go on about our business. All right. So this food farming, we need to make a hoe. We're not necessarily ready for cooking. We got other quests. This was for eating. I ate one of the foods that we got in but we ate the soup. And actually, additions, we got canola. We need to get canola, which means I need to make canola. Alright, can't do that. Oh, that's this one, coffee beans. We don't need coffee. Coffee's yucky. And we got our stuff to start occultism. Should we see fit? More food. I love it. Alright. Alright, so next up on our list is we need to make, go through these. This wants us to make our bed. We do have our hang glider, which takes more iron than what I want to use right now. I'm not ready to go too far. We do have waystones in this pack. This wants us to get started with iron spells and spell books. Of course, we have backpacks, which we could probably do here pretty soon. We've got easy villagers. We can do that because we've got villagers. And where are you guys at? Oh. Light gray chalk and infinite ham? Hold left shift research. I don't know nothing about this. That don't work. Let me see if I can figure this out. Alright, so there is a hint thing down here that you can actually just click on. It uses XP to do it. So we've got that. To unlock the ability, connect to stars. We did all that. We should be good to go with it. I don't know. We'll see. If we have to eat. Anyways, I just seen there is our villager. That's what we were looking for. We want to shift right click on that guy. There is another villager around here somewhere. Shift right click on that guy and we can hold on to them. There is another one. Either that or nope, there's not another one on the map. Alright, so that quest is complete. And then we've got, I still hear another villager. Or is it the one in my inventory's making racket? Maybe that's what it was. Anyways, alright. So this is about the puffish skills. We've been working on that. We need to upgrade our skills. We've got one for mining speed. No more skills there. We've not done any magic. I've got 3 for athletics. I don't care about the jump height. That's all done. We've not done anything with ranged or defense or melee just yet. And now we need to sleep. Alright, so we do have the quest for getting the infinite ham. Athletic skill. And we've got one for getting relics. That gives us another skill. And there we go. Alright, so I need to get us to a point where we can get some diamonds. We can get some redstone. So that means I need to find us a spot and start digging our tunnel out. Us a mine shaft out. So I do believe that's what I'm going to spend the next little bit doing. If I find anything interesting between here and the bottom, I will bring you guys back. Well, this may not be the best of things. I just got an achievement. It says find a plague asylum. So I have no idea where we're at. And then I realize I'm digging down through here, and I realize that we're going through a lot of effort basically for nothing. Because as soon as I can get some diamonds, we're going to be able to. As soon as I get some diamonds, we're going to be able to just go to the mining dimension. I have no idea what that is. We're going to poke our head in here. And see if we can figure it out. Well, let's just go ahead and do it this way. I see zombies. And that looks like some kind of dungeon that I want no part of right now. So that looks like it might. Ow! Yeah, we'll have to see what this does here. There's maybe. No, there's no maybe to it. And I don't have any more. Yeah, that goes way over here too. And we're digging right into the middle of it. Shoot. That's not going to do us any good. So we'll have to bypass that for the moment. Because we are not ready for that. I do have a bunch of stuff. Got some more inferium. We got some uraninite. We got some tin, zinc, osmium. It's daytime out here now. And this will be the second trip I've made up here, so we're probably going to have to go a different way than what we were going, which is going to suck. So, we'll save that for when we can get a little more loot to do that. But, yeah, I guess for the moment, I am fixing to go down the other side. Alright, well, we are down here. We're wide, -58. I started doing some mining, and I have found our first bit of diamonds. And I don't have a spot for it. We got 8, which is great, because that gives us basically what we need to make our mining dimension. But I do want to keep doing a little bit of mining. I do know we got to watch where we're going, because we are down around where the infinity caves start. So that's the thing. And the other thing is I still have yet to find any kind of redstone. So that is the other thing that I've got. So I'm going to poke around a little bit, see if I can find some redstone, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we are back. And I'm doing something that's probably going to be really stupid. We have come across Amethyst Cave area. Not here. If we come down here, I don't know if it's going to tell us. Yeah, it doesn't tell us we come into it here. But there, oh, it does up in the corner. Up here. But there's caves. Now, once we get below where we're at now, we run into the infinity caves where the mobs are stronger and stuff like that. But we also have geode in here. And we have come across a copper geode, and I want to come down here and have a look-see at it. But this could be quite dangerous. Yeah. Actually, it's not. So we've got that. It doesn't. It's a cluster. So we can use that as mining some copper, or as mining copper. So that is pretty cool. I was thinking we were going to wind up running into a bunch of mobs down here, but that does not seem to be the case. So now the other thing that I have done, which actually kind of sucks, I made the mistake of, we're getting ready. It's a pain in the butt sometimes. So if we look at our link tree, we've got those athletic points. I went all the way down in it to the grow in size one, and we are 3 blocks tall now, which makes things a real big pain in the butt. So that is going to be, I want to make my way down to these fortunes, because that's going to help us even without having to deal with all that. But we wound up getting some more diamonds. I took everything upstairs. We can head up there and look and go from there. Alright, so if we come over here, we've gotten quite a bit of stuff. I did get some amethyst blocks. We have 12 diamonds, which means we can now get to the mining dimension. If I can find some lava. That's why I was digging where that geode was, because I was actually looking for lava. I seen some basalt and thought, hey, maybe we could find some lava there. I did not find any. So now that is where we are at now. Before I can do any of that, I've got to find lava. But I did run out of iron, so I need to restock on my hammer. Oh, can we? We can. So that guy, we do it again, that'll fill it up. That's pretty much filled up. But I do need a couple of pickaxes so I can get back to what I'm doing. I still haven't found any redstone at all. I still got torch stuff. I'm going to keep my iron on me. So, redstone is what we need. I want to get some power going so we can get into some ore doubling, because I hate not being able to do that. Well, I finally found us a spot where we might be able to find some redstone, but my inventory's full. So I'm going to have to go back home in order to do this, but I think instead of that, we are going to head back home and just call this an episode. That was the blort. I don't know about whether or not I need the zombie flesh. We can combine those two. I think I just wasted all that. So, but I'll show you where we're at. I come in here from here. No. From somewhere? Where is... Was this our way in? It is our way in, right there. I kept hearing water, was trying to figure it out, so I just poked a hole up and I found it. So, but yeah, that's where we are. So, let's head out. Alright, so, all in all, it was a fairly successful day mining. I've got everything that we need to get going except for redstone. So I'm going to have to do some work with that. So, but quest-wise, we do have a quest. I made a crafting table on a stick, and I also made the hammer, the iron hammer, which has actually been pretty decent to use. Generating resources, we found gears. It says, while they can't be moved by mining, you can create automated golem farms, move them using the cardboard box, which is awesome. Iron gear spyglass. I mean, I know what the spyglass is, but I'm not sure what that does for us. Anyways, anything that's any different. And so that is where we are at. Resource generation. We've got some of these quests that I need to go through and complete. That more or less just starts some of these chapters. Applied energistics. That is getting started. We need the charger. General storage, that one is one of them that just tells us the basic ways to store your items. And then after that, we have to build stuff. Logistics, we've got find ways of transferring items, fluid, and such and such and such. Refined storage, not worried about. Power generation, we've got covers power. I guess this is what we need to do to unlock all this stuff. Cooking and brewing, food diversity, we can do that. We'll get some nice buffs, which we've got a little bit of extra food stuff we can do. Talismans, this tells us about the talisman mod. Gearing up, we have we need enchanting table, apotheosis, that gives us that book. And world tiers system. You can start a haven. I don't know anything about that. Silent gears, not too worried about. Nautech, that starts here. We need polymer. The wild hunt, that's just tells us to kill the mobs. I don't think there's anything for actually starting it. Actually additions, we've got find black quartz, which I have not found. Create andesite alloy, ender IO. That starts here with getting some grains of infinity. Genetics, we have to make that. Immersive engineering, we need the hammer for that. I didn't mean to pin that. So everything is basic. Just, I think we've got everything ready to go. We just need to get going. Auratech is probably going, once we get some power, I don't know if there's an actual Auratech has a power mod, and it looks like it's all stuff that we might be able, no, steel, bronze we might be able to do. Bronze dust has copper and tin. We've got plenty of copper. We may look at some of this stuff. Like I said, I want to get into ore doubling. Biggest thing is we've got to worry about redstone. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Wait, was that all the quests? That was all the quests. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.